Group. Come see your eyewitness weather forecast.
All right, good evening, everybody. It is still warm out there. A beautiful evening as the sun is setting here in about the next 20 to 30 minutes. You know, we're losing 3-4 minutes of daylight on both ends. We get pinched at night and in the morning here. We've got a good deal of clear sky. That's going to be with us as we go through the overnight again. So another great evening here in the Mohawk Valley. Temperature of 82 now. Southeasterly wind as fairly light. It will be as we go through the overnight. So record heat today. So the high temperature officially, well, we'll say officially for now. That might be updated later. But 87. I did see an off-hour reading of 88. The old record, look at that, 86. All the way back to 1891. What were you doing in 1891? That sounds lovely. So today, it was warm. It was a record breaker. And as we get into tomorrow, it's still going to be warm. However, you've been spoiled rotten with this weather. The party's over as some rain returns by late Friday and a fall weekend indeed. But like I said yesterday, good. You know, I know the timing's not great with the wet weather, but we need it. It's been a little dry. Showers, wind, and cool as we go into the weekend. Numbers now are in the low 80s. Utica, Marcy, Rome is at 82. 81 right now in Clinton, down into Little Falls, 82. It's 80 right now in Hartwick. Cooperstown is at 82. In the low 80s in Milford. Oneonta at 77, as well as Indian Lake and Long Lake, mid and upper 70s here across the Adirondacks. So here's the setup this weekend. It's a cold November rain in October. Great song. And that means lake effect rain showers, and it will be marginally cold enough at night, especially if you're up, say, 1,000 feet. There could be a little bit of ice pellets or some wet flakes Sunday night as we get into a much cooler weather pattern. High temperatures barely in the 50s this weekend. Now it's still great with sunshine, but notice off to the west, there are the clouds that will eventually increase in advance of this cold front. You can see that line of showers developing along it. Also, check this out. You see that right there? That's actually Tropical Storm Philippe making his way to the north, and it will be somewhere off the coast by this weekend. These two systems and these two features are going to kind of stall and dance around each other here. So the end result by this weekend will be wet, windy, and cooler. So tonight, clear, calm. Mild for October, 60 the low, and then tomorrow, breezy. Still warm, sun over to clouds, a high of 84. Watch the warmth and the above average temperatures go away. By the weekend, Sunday, there comes the wet weather, the cooler weather. So all sails final tomorrow, 84. You know, Friday morning might be okay, but we get into the afternoon, there's going to be showers or a period of light rain, and then it's ugly this weekend. Temperatures in the 50s, and we may not get out of the 40s on Sunday with some lake effect-y type weather, mainly rain showers. The only chance of some wet flakes would be higher elevations at night.
All right, so everybody better get outside and enjoy the warmth while we have it tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day.
All right, Craig, thank you. When we come back, fingerprints help.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Hi, good evening, Central New York. Not bad out there for like July 71st, which is a meme that I just read on Facebook, but it's actually true because it's acting weird. You know, we hit a record high today in the upper 80s, and as you look downtown tonight with a clear sky, we're still in the mid 60s, which is more typical of where we should be for a high temperature this time of the year. East and southeast wind light and soft at 5. So I mentioned we had that record today of 87 officially at Griffiths and Rome. The old record, man, that's a golden oldie, 1891. So brand new record today. And like I said earlier, if it's going to be this warm in October, let's go for it, right? We do have some changes, though, so you've just been spoiled rotten with this weather. Unfortunately, the party's over. Not tomorrow, but as we get into Friday, that's when the rain returns, and it's definitely a fall weekend coming up. So we need the rain. I just wish it weren't happening on the weekend, but those are the cards we're dealt. Windy, cool as well. All right, numbers tonight, anything but cool. Mid-60s, Rome. Down here to Utica, Little Falls is at 65, as is Cooperstown. Canjo, Richfield Springs as well. Low 60s in Morris. Mid-60s, you make your way towards Oneonta and Sherburne. Up to the north we go. It's right around 60. So, yeah, even up here in the Adirondacks, beautiful night. Clear sky, temperatures low 60s at Old Forge. So, as we go into the weekend, the pattern is going to kind of reverse, and we're going to see this trough carve out here in the northeast at the jet stream level. It's not November, but that's a great song, Cold November Rain. That's what it will be this weekend. We're also going to have to deal with some lake effect type rain showers, as winds will be north and west. So cooler air over a much warmer body of water that gives you a lake effect, and we're getting into that time of the year. And yeah, it's going to be cold enough at night, especially if you're up, like, say, 1,000 feet. There could be some ice pellets or some wet flakes. Gasp. Brennan Miller's looking at me incredulously, like a shocker that happens in October. Well, it does. Here's a look at satellite radar. High pressure going to the east. So that front is what's going to be moving to the east. Not tomorrow. We'll notice clouds increase, but by the time we get to Friday, here comes this band of wet weather in with that front. And then I also want to point out this right here. That is Philippe, a tropical storm right now. And these two are going to kind of merge and kind of dance around each other to give us what should be just an awful Saturday, unfortunately. 84 tomorrow, though, not awful. Sunshine over to clouds, upper 70s to near 80 Otsego County, and up into the Adirondacks here, I think mid-70s, Patriotic 76, Lake Pleasant, over to West Turin, Tug Hill, 82 Little Falls, 84 in Herkimer. Back here tonight, mild for October, near 60 through the day tomorrow. Breezy, still warm, sun over to clouds, a high of 84. So there's the warmth right there, but watch as we go through the next several days. The reds go away. Here come the blue colors, which represents below average temperatures. 7-day forecast, all sales final tomorrow. And then we get into the weekend, and like I said, we need the rain. I just wish it weren't coming on the weekend. Temperatures will be turning lower. It'll be windy, cool, some windswept rain at times, and even into next week a little cool as well.
Oh, boy. Well, luckily, we still got another warm day, and it was a beautiful night. So
one more day.
We'll hang on to that as long as we can. Yeah. And tonight was a great night for some soccer. Brennan Miller standing by to tell us all about it. Brennan.
Absolutely.
Your eyewitness weather forecast.
It's so beautiful out there tonight. I'm loving the weather, but you know that it has to change as we're now into the throes of October. It's gonna, too. Out the door tomorrow, though, it's another beautiful day. In the morning, temperatures are going to be in the 60s. By the afternoon, I think we're going to get into the 80s again. We're still in the 60s now. It's 67 at last check at the top of the hour. Winds are east and southeast at 7 miles an hour. The pressure's still high, but that number will be dropping as we get into the weekend. So near record, actually broke the record today, oldie but goodie for sure. 86, the old record. We did make it to 87. I actually saw an off-hour reading of 88, so weirdly warm. You've been spoiled rotten, but the party's over after tomorrow. So the rain will move in by Friday, late in the day, and it's going to be around through the weekend. And it is going to be full-fledged fall this weekend. So temperatures by Sunday may not get out of the 40s. We're going to have this windswept rain at times, especially Saturday, and then it's lake effect rain showers on Sunday. 68 now, downtown, mid-60s in Marcy. Up to Rome at 64, Verona as well. Paris, we got you at 66 this evening. 63 right now in Springfield Center as well as Edmiston. 62 in Milford, mid-60s in Oneonta. And up north, numbers here are in the upper 50s to right around 60. All right, let's talk about the setup for this weekend. Cold November rain here in October. Winds shift northwesterly. That's going to drive in much cooler air. Cool air over relatively warm lake water means lake effect. And there will be lake effect rain showers around, particularly as we get into Sunday. And then Sunday night, it is going to be just marginally cold enough. If you're up 1,000 feet, there could be some ice pellets or some wet flurries. It's not going to stick, though, but certainly a sign of the season to come. All right, here's a look at what's going on topside tonight. Still a good deal of clear sky. Off to the west, though, some thicker clouds towards Indy, Detroit, Motor City, down towards St. Louis, where we have some wet weather. That's a cold front sliding east. Not going to get here tomorrow. We will see the clouds kind of fill in advance of it. Wet weather approaches by Friday in the afternoon. You can see it lining up along and ahead of the cold front. Want to point out this feature here. That is actually Tropical Storm Philippe there, and he's heading for coastal Maine. Probably not a tropical system by the time it gets there, but what it's going to do is kind of hold the front back, and these two are going to kind of work in tandem to produce some just not nice weather as we go into the weekend. Tomorrow, though, beautiful day, sun over to clouds, highs 80 to 84. South into Otsego County, the central leatherstocking region, sunshine increases, clouds increase as we get into the afternoon. Temperatures upper 70s to near 80. And I think mid-70s even up in the Adirondacks near 80, Caroga Lake down to Little Falls and Herkimer in the low and mid-80s. So tonight, clear, calm, mild for October standards, a low near 60. Tomorrow, breezy, still warm, sunshine, then increasing clouds into the afternoon. Before the clouds come in, we get into the low and mid 80s. So there's the warmth over the Great Lakes and Northeast, but watch as we go through the next several days. We kind of replace the warm colors, if you will, with all the blue as that jet stream kind of carves out that trough. So what this means is temperatures likely below average, especially as we go into Sunday. You'll really notice that. All right, so one more day, and then all sales are final. 84. Rain will be developing probably Friday afternoon, so Friday morning's okay, 72. And then it's a windswept rain at times Saturday. Could be locally heavy, too. Temperatures near 60. That's not all that far off where we should be into October, but look, by Sunday, not out of the 40s, and a gusty wind snarling at you right into next week.
What a great way to start the week.
I know.
Man.
In case of the Mondays, and it's a holiday weekend for a lot of people,
Yeah.
so
Well,
hey, at least you get an extra day off if you're lucky enough.
You can stay home, cuddled up on the couch.
And make chili.
There you go. I did that this weekend.
I know. Yummy.
Good idea. Craig, thank you. Next after this break, robotic delivery.